Something strange is happening to women, and the more I think about it, the more uncomfortable it makes me feel. I don't think it's something we're imagining, and I don't think it's harmless either. Look at women today. Look at how girls are expected to present themselves. These are still women. We are still female. Our bodies haven't changed. Our biology hasn't changed, but the way we're told to exist in the world has changed a lot, and very fast. Not that long ago, the average woman was expected to be modest. She dressed nicely, but not to shock. She wore makeup, but it was meant to flatter, not expose. There was this idea that self-respect mattered, that how you carried yourself said something about you. And back then, that was considered attractive, sexy even. She didn't need to show everything for it to count. Now compare that to today. By today's standards, that same woman would probably be called boring or conservative. Because now, we're told that being confident means showing more skin. That being modern means being sexual all the time. Bodies are everywhere. Cleavage, backsides, almost no clothing at all. It's reached a point where it feels normal, even expected, and anyone who questions it is told they're judging or outdated. And I keep asking myself, how did we get here so quickly? Where once girls were encouraged to be careful, to value themselves, to think about their future, now they're encouraged to turn themselves into products. Everything is about attention, likes, views, validation, and very often, that attention is coming from men. Whether we want to admit it or not. What's strange is that what used to be seen as degrading is now described as empowering. Things that once meant desperation are now marketed as confidence and freedom. We're told that if men are going to sexualize us anyway, we might as well profit from it. And that sounds smart on the surface, but the more you think about it, the more hollow it feels. Look at pop culture. Female pop stars are expected to perform half naked, dancing in ways that leave very little to the imagination. Their bodies are often more important than their voices. And what's odd is that their main audience is often other women and young girls. But the performances don't feel made for them. They feel made to sell sex. The same thing is happening online. Platforms like OnlyFans are sold as empowering for women. You're in control. You're your own boss. You're taking back the power. But for most women on these platforms, the reality is very different. They make very little money, expose themselves permanently, and pay a high price mentally and emotionally. And once something is online, it never really disappears. What scares me is that this is no longer something happening only to women who are struggling. It's happening at the top too. Influencers, celebrities, even very wealthy women still feel the need to sexualize themselves constantly. And that makes me wonder, if even they feel this pressure, what chance do regular girls have? We used to tell girls, get an education, use your brain, build a future. Now we're quietly telling them that using their body is faster, easier, and more rewarding. That thinking is exhausting. That working hard isn't worth it. That being desired is more valuable than being capable. And I don't blame the girls, not at all. They're responding to the world they're living in. A world that asks women to do everything at once. Be perfect, be successful, be beautiful, be available, never age, never struggle. It's no surprise that so many feel
is their whole selling point, It's, well, take the power back because men are gonna sexualize you anyways, so you might as well get paid for it. It's just a lie, it's a marketing tactic, and there's nothing safe and empowering about
burnt out and take the path that promises fast money and validation. But I don't believe this is freedom.
Because it's very deceiving. Oh, like, this is so empowering for women and they're making money. Actually, the average OnlyFans creator, do you know how much money they make a month? It's like $180. Wow. It's like nothing. So you're selling your body, you're ruining your life for $180 a month for men to pay $5 a month to see.
Doing that's empowering, yet you're relying on creepy, disgusting men who think you are disgusting and trash to ironically pay your bills, which is probably the most degrading thing in the entire world.
We've got OnlyFans creators flaunting their lavish lifestyles on TikTok and Instagram. I mean, people like Sophie Rain, who allegedly earned $95 million in 2 years from OnlyFans alone.
What? Sophie, I just need to know, like, how much are you making a month?
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings. I just don't.
Hurt my feelings? What do you mean?
I don't want to say.
You don't have to say, just show me.
Yeah.
Okay. $4 million? $4 million in a month?
What?
At one point it was like 2.5, dips down to 2, back up to 2.1, 1.9 million.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Which
I have a lot.
Oh, how much do you make a month?
I told you I kind of have been putting it on the back burner as of late, but I'm about to re-sled it out again. A good month would be $1 million. Holy shit. And
I'm in the wrong line of business.
Because It's my creative direction and what I want to do. And I now am the boss. I am the boss.
That woman is not a boss. She's actually a slave to our society, which tells women that the greatest thing they could do with their life is take their clothes off. OnlyFans, where women sell their bodies and sell sex as their career, is not empowering. It is dehumanizing, objectifying, and leads to massive mental health disasters.
I did not realize that I was literally selling parts of my soul and the money could have never made it worth it. It brought me into way darker places than I ever could have imagined, and I never want to go back there. I wish I could go back in time to who I was before I started doing all that stuff and just tell myself that the money is not worth it. Keep your happiness. I just hope I can save even just one girl from going through the pain and the trauma that I am now going through because I subjected
uni, getting a law degree, and then did you get onto OnlyFans and you was that successful and you were like, I'm going to leave to pursue this?
Yeah, because I was doing both for like probably like 8 months or so, and it was just like earnings were going up and up and up, and then I think like I reached like 30K a month, like dollars.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I at uni?
Yeah.
I was like, I actually like, there's no point going back. What's the point of having like a whole degree and then like a whole
attorney? However, you don't practice because you do.
Yeah, so I quit my job at my firm last April, I want to say, so I could focus on my OnlyFans career, and I'm very happy with that decision.
What's the kind of money, comparatively speaking, that you're making compared to being an attorney?
So attorneys like 6 figures a year, OnlyFans is 6 figures a month, so quite a difference.
You make 6 figures a month?
Yes.
You're self-described 304 lawyer, and you also said I was just too sexy to be a lawyer.
True.
In your bio.
I have a huge natural G cup, so what am I supposed to do?
Used to describe the practice of being paid to spend time and be pictured with wealthy clients, often aboard mega yachts. It is considered a popular formula for it girls and rising stars to raise their profile, but it has a murky underbelly of sexual exploitation, coercion, and trafficking. I can definitely say I've probably seen this in my life.
Girl, do you want me to tell you them Dubai stories? What? So I had like a stripper friend. She would always go to Dubai. I said, let me come to Dubai with you. She was like, I gotta be honest with you. She was like, I get on and pissed on for like 20, 30K by different men. And different men do it like at one time.
No.
And then she would say it would be like a row of them. And it would be all of them doing it. It was like, she explained it to me, and that's why she would be on private jets.
What do you do and how much do you make? I'm a sugar baby at the moment, and I'm not going to disclose how much I make, but it's good.
Do you get like a weekly retainer or what's the goal?
Well, yeah, it kind of was like an allowance, but now he kind of just drops off cash or stuff whenever I need it, which is really good. I broke up with my ex, and I was working in hospitality, and I didn't want to go back to work under someone else, and I wanted to work for myself.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully killing it even more, not having to work, like, because this is technically work, but it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully just doing this, killing it even more.
My name's Ava. I'm a college student, and I guess you could say I'm a sugar baby as my job.
If girls and your friends are sleeping with guys, can you make more money that way?
I think so. I think it would be so easy. There's all different kinds of ways of being a sugar baby. Like, it can be sex work if you make it sex work.
I don't believe this is real empowerment. Women have more to offer than their bodies. We always have. We have intelligence, creativity, discipline, and ideas. Sexuality can be part of who we are, but it shouldn't be the only thing that gives us value. I'm not saying women shouldn't use their bodies if they want to. I'm saying we shouldn't be raised to believe that it's the most important thing we have. Using your body is a choice. Using your mind should never be optional. Then there's platforms like OnlyFans. It's marketed as empowering. You're told you're in control, that you're your own boss, that you're flipping the power dynamic. But the reality for most women on these platforms is very different. Most make very little money. Their content is permanent. Their privacy is gone. And the mental and emotional toll is huge. What worries me most is that this isn't just happening to women who are struggling financially. It's happening to educated women, smart women, women with degrees, women who once planned careers and futures. Selling your body is being presented as the smarter option. Maybe it's time we stop and ask ourselves whether this path is actually leading us forward, or whether we're just calling it empowerment because the truth is harder to face.